My name's Nathan Outlaw, I'm a chef and I'm here in Cornwall today to cook some recipes with Sharp's Brewery and their Connoisseurs range. Today we saw Stuart Howe and he's the man who created these beers and he introduced his beers to me.
The idea of the range was to showcase the breadth of flavours and nuances that you can get from the raw materials and processes that you use in brewing. Yeah, I mean this is the kind of beer that really allows you to express yourself with food.
Well, Stuart, I think I have a few ideas, but one in particular. So I'm going to go away now and give it a go.
You're not going to tell me?
No, I'm going to leave you here with all your beers and I'll be back as soon as I can with something that I've created.
Fantastic.
Hopefully it'll go with your fabulous creations.
Good luck.
Hey, so earlier on today I went and saw Stuart Howe, who's the master brewer at Sharp's Brewery. He's come out with this wonderful Connoisseur's Choice range of beers. And the one that really stuck out to me, what was really nice, was the Quadrupel Ale. Now this is very strong and it's something that you probably wouldn't pair with what I'm actually doing. So it's going to be a bit of a trial and error and it'll be interesting to see what his reaction is. We're going to make a lovely ice cream and then I'm going to make a chocolate cream that's going to work with the ale. I think it'll work very nice balance, 70% chocolate, nice and bitter. And then I'm going to balance the whole thing out with a bit of saltiness. And I've got a cocoa and sea salt crumble, which is something that I know that he wouldn't have seen before. So I'm going to marry all them things together and hopefully come up with something that's going to show Stuart how good his actual beers are. The first step we're going to do is we're going to make the bitter chocolate cream. And the ingredients for that are 70% bitter chocolate, the best bitter chocolate you can find. Then we've got some gelatine, which is bronze gelatine. So we'll get that soaking while we're going to chop the chocolate. Okay, and also into that we've got some double cream and milk. Okay, so that's the 5 ingredients to make this cream. So what I'm going to do is get the pan. And what we're going to do to the pan, we're going to add the cream. There's 335 ml in there of double cream. Then we've got 100 mils of whole milk, and what we want to do is put that onto the heat and just bring it to the boil. While that's coming to the boil, I'm going to chop the chocolate. So I'm evenly cutting up the chocolate so that it all melts at the same time. What I've got here is a 70% Valrhona chocolate, which is probably one of the best chocolates you can get in the world. When you're cooking at a high level like we do at the restaurant, it's important that we use stuff that's consistent because that's what the customers are expecting from us. Okay, so the chocolate's ready now. Okay. I'm going to transfer that to the bowl. So take our gelatine, it's been soaking in the cold water, and just squeeze out all that excess. You don't want any of that. And that goes straight into the milk and the cream. And then what we do is we just pour that cream and milk over the chocolate and then just whisk it in until all the chocolate's melted and incorporated together and you've got a lovely smooth chocolatey cream. Just pour the chocolate cream into the bowls to set. Then we'll put them straight into the fridge and they'll take about 2 hours. The next thing we need to do is to get our ice cream on. We've got our milk and our cream in the pan there. We've got some of the Quadrupel Ale, which we're going to put in there. We've got some sugar and we've got some egg yolks. And we're looking for about 100 grams of egg yolk. And what we've got is 120 grams of sugar. Then what we need to do is whisk the sugar and the egg yolks together. So the next stage of it is we're going to put the cream and milk together with some of the ale, and then we're going to bring that to the boil. We'll pour that straight over the egg yolks and the sugar, and the heat from that will cook out the egg yolks. Once you've got it to that stage, all we're going to do is let that cool down and rest. That'll take about an hour and a half, then we'll clear the decks and we'll get ready to make the cocoa crumble. And this is going to be the part of the dish that's going to bring the beer into play, I think. So what we've got is some sugar. We've got some unsalted butter, we've got some Cornish sea salt, and we've got some cocoa. We're going to combine all them together and simply going to put them in the oven at 130 degrees on a tray. Okay, so we take the cocoa. So we've got our sea salt. You got our sugar. It's caster sugar. And then all we're going to do now is incorporate this butter. And that butter's soft as well, so it's easier to incorporate a softer butter. And then very simply we're going to bring all that together, and what you'll get is almost like a paste. Now the next stage, I'm going to put this onto a tray, and we're just going to transfer this mix. Just spread it out with the back of this spoon. You put it in the oven, and what you'll get is a lovely sort of a crumble, a nice crumb that will bring this whole dish together. Okay, so the ice cream base is ready, it's cooled down, and it's ready for the machine. Right? And as soon as it's ready, you transfer it into the freezer, and it's ready for use. With these ice cream machines, the best thing to do is to read the owner's manual and make sure you got the times right. Okay, so the ice cream's ready now, it's churned, it's taken about half an hour. So what you're looking for is that soft scoop, almost like a Mr. Whippy ice cream. And then we're going to do is transfer that into the freezer until we're ready with the dessert. Okay, so we've churned our ice cream, now everything is ready. And now all I've got to do now is take it over to Stuart and get him to try it with his Quadrupel Ale and see, hopefully, that he likes it. Okay, so what I've come up with, Stuart, is a chocolate cream. There's like a sea salt and cocoa crumble. And then what I've done to your beer is I've turned it into an ice cream. So hopefully you enjoy it, because I think it works really well. I know you said it went with cheese and stuff, but I think it'll work really well with the chocolate. So there you go.
Let's see. Brilliant. It looks fantastic. Wow. That is sensational.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's gorgeous.
I think with the beer, you can indulge very well, and I think also with a dessert like that, I think it'll work very well with it. So
the whole thing is sublime. Yeah, the flavours in there just interleave so excellently, and the way it brings out the best of the beer. You know, it lifts the beer lifts the dish. Perfect, absolutely perfect.
Here's to many more beers and food combinations.
Well played, well cooked.